After you run your first sesh, the first report you're going to pull up is your snapshot report. This report is a collection of data that we gathered from your competitor seshes and your brand seshes as well. Your next report is your visibility report. Now, if this is your first time running a sesh, your visibility information is going to be a little bit skewed because this shows you how you're doing over time. Once you get your first report, you want to start going into your website and making changes. And then after you run your next reports, you'll be able to see how your brand is performing, not only against your competitors, but you'll get to see how your brand's performing over a period of time. The other report that you can pull up comes from your brand reports, and it's your brand sentiment report and tone. This tells you what large language models are actually saying about your brand, what type of keywords and what type of tone they're using when they talk about you. You can also dive into your query insights. And if there's not a whole lot of information on this page yet, you can always refresh the insights and come back and check it later. And what that's going to do is go in and see how your different queries are being broken down and what different URLs are citing you and your different competitors. After your query insights, in the same side menu bar, you can pull out your actionable insights. Now, this actually takes all of your reports and tells you what to do. For some people, this is the only report they use. If you only have a couple of minutes a day, I would come into this report because each one of these buttons links out into deeper reports where you can find more information. So if you want to find more information on citations or keywords or competitors, you can get that from this report. Your other page is your project manager page. This is where you manage your projects, where you get to add keywords, different categories. You can also run different prompts from this page and see different suggestions, add your own, edit them. And then the last page in the first part of this sidebar is just your overall projects management. We only have one here for Dust Factory, but if you had more than one, you could get to them here. Now, for Ecom brands, we specialize into not only going in and finding out what brands are showing up, but we want to find out what products and what different websites are being pulled up when people are searching for different items that you offer. So we go into a quick competitive overview, but then we also go into a leaderboard overview where you can look at how each prompt performs. You can see who won each prompt, check out a heat map to see where your brand is actually showing up in the prompts, and then dive into products, because your brand might not be showing up so much in the overall brands, but you might actually have a product showing up. And in this case, Etnies is showing up 6 in the top visibility, but they have a product that ranks number 3. And what that means is that LLMs are focusing more on ecom now. So they're not just pulling up brands, they're actually pulling up individual products. And if you have 2 or 3 different products that you need to be watching, that's the report that you can focus in on. You can also dive in on the different keywords that are being pulled up through different large language models and being used to describe brands and your competitors. The RAG Insights just really kind of lets you know where different LLMs are hallucinating. And when they hallucinate, it generally means they don't know how to answer that question, or they're making up an answer. And this is an opportunity to find what prompts they're hallucinating on the most and go into different product pages or web pages so that you can fill out that information and see that they actually might use that page next time they run their answers. We can also dive into topics. This is a new brand, so they don't have any topics set yet, but as they go in and add different topics, it's kind of like the products, but you actually get to look into different categories. So for them, it would be skateboard shoes or skateboard apparel. Instead of looking at it from a URL perspective, it looks at it a total industry perspective. Now, the Agentic AEO audit page is a page where you can go in and add your specific URLs, and we'll run a report on that different URL. And what we're doing is we're trying to see how your text in Meta is set up? Do you have LLM text set up? Do you have specific text set up for your different products, for your different descriptions? And we'll review the page, we'll give you an overall score, but we won't leave you hanging. We'll also give you an explanation of why we gave you that score, and we'll even give you some takeaway items that you can do on that page. I would go ahead and save these reports. You can run different ones for different pages and pass this information on to your marketing team or your SEO team or your AEO team if you have one set up, so they know what they can do page by page. Now, this is a quick dive through how to use the app. We have a support center. I recommend you use it. We have a lot of different topics in there explaining our different scores and how things work. I hope you enjoy this. Go to Seshes.ai and sign up and get your free trial and start diving into the different reports.